Hello and welcome back to Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. It is a surprise video for you as it is me. I wasn't expecting to put any videos out between now and when I got back after the new year, but then this Gatwick drone incident happened, which meant I had to stay in Singapore for 3 more days, and therefore you get a Pro Evo, possibly 2 Pro Evo videos, I'm not 100% sure yet. But I've played a few more games, the transfer window has been and gone, it's been a while since I've done a Pro Evo video, so let's crack on and review what we did. I think we were together for the Brentford and the Villa Chelsea games, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it was the FA Cup and then Brentford. But we beat Chelsea 3-2, a good performance. Then we beat Man United 5-4 at Old Trafford. We went 2-0 up, 4-2 down, 5-4 win. Very, very nice. Obviously, this is my festive spirit. This is literally the only Christmas decoration I have in Singapore. So, yeah, this is all you're getting. But yeah, I think it looks alright. And then we lost 3-2 to Liverpool. Very unlucky in that one. We've just beaten Huddersfield 4-2. And today we're going to be playing Newcastle and Everton, which I think is 2 teams we haven't really shown in the save. And then we've got an international break anyway, so I thought it was a good time to do it. So we're going to go into the game against Newcastle. I'm not too sure if I told you who we signed, but we have Kai Havertz. He was on the list of players that I really wanted to get in this save, along with Pablo Dybala, who is up front. So yeah, let's get into the game. We'll see what sort of team we're going to select, what players we're going to do. We're going to do a double game episode today, and let's get into it. Everyone's looking pretty good. Lucien Bennett could probably use a break if no, Liechtenstein is on a down, so we'll leave him off. Ceballos can come off the bench. Ceballos is the only person we're sort of close to selling in the transfer window, but that all fell through because Empoli didn't want to pay however much we wanted. Retsos is back from suspension, which is great, so he can go on to the starting 11, and Smalley can come on the bench instead of Nacho Monreal. As you can see, up to 90 chemistry now, which is very, very nice indeed. Let's give Grealish a start. That puts us up to 92. He's on an up arrow. We'll put Saltido on the bench over Weghorst. And I think that's it. Lacazette needs a rest. Liechtenstein needs a rest. Lucien could do a rest, but we'll keep him in. We've called up Pepe Reina from the youth team as well. He's been very good in goal. Timothy Weir's developing all the time. We'll keep Abraham in there at the moment. Well, I could start Rashford. No, I like the 92 chemistry. That's how we're going to play. A nice 4-3-3 formation. It's all been going really well. We'll see you for the kickoff. So here are the teams then. Just one last time. Sommer in goal. Lucien Bennett, Retsos, Tuanzebe and Tierney at the back. Llorente, Goretzka and Grealish in midfield. Weir and Abraham flank Dybala up front. And then this is how Newcastle line up. I don't think we've ever done a live conv in Newcastle. 5-4-1. Darlow, not the best goalkeeper. We'll have having lots of shots. Yedlin, Mayata, Fernandez, Lejeune, Manquillo, Shelvey and Hayden in the middle. Kennedy, Murphy and Mutu are the front sort of 3 players that will be causing their danger. This is a game Aston Villa should be winning. We find ourselves 4th in the league, so we're in a potential Champions League spot at the moment. But let's get into it and we'll be back with meaningful highlights. Straight away, Villa have set their stalls out to attack here as Tierney lays it into Grealish, up into Abraham. Abraham lays it back to Goretzka on the edge of the box. Just forced sideways to Lucien Bennett, who's going to swing a ball in. Looking for Abraham, but he's beaten in the air and Newcastle hold on for that one. Shelvey clears it away, and that's Newcastle's game plan. They're going to defend deep and look to get the ball up towards Mutu as quickly as possible. But, oh, Tuanzebe, that's a terrible pass. He's managed to intercept that one, get it into Llorente's feet. Goretzka looks to go up. It's Abraham, and the attack just dies down, and I think Aston Villa are going to have to be quite clever how to break down this back 5 of Newcastle. Here comes Yedlin on the right-hand side. Not too many people in the box to aim for. Tierney holds him up. Goes back to Murphy. Murphy into Shelvey. Looks to play it into Yedlin's path and does. Yedlin keeps that in play. Wins a corner off Tuanzebe, and Aston Villa have dominated the ball, but Newcastle have the first corner of the game. Looking for pretty much a line across the 6-yard box here from Newcastle. The ball comes in. Tuanzebe easily beats Hayden in the air, and Dybala turns. Now, can Aston Villa launch a counter-attack? Dybala's going forward with lots of strides. They're giving him loads of space to come into. He has fancies a shot from range, and Darlow, to be fair to him, makes a great save, and Dybala spanked that one. And he was just given acres of space to run into here. Dybala just kept on going straight line and then bang from range. And it's a good save from Darlow. Lucien Bennett can see Llorente giving him an option a bit further back. Llorente looks to dink it towards Abraham. Uses height, knocks it down. Dybala on the shot. Oh! What a finish from Dybala. We've got to try and get him back on loan again next season. Puts another, smashes it into the goal just for shits and giggles. That's a good, very good, well-worked corner routine there. Looked to isolate Abraham against one of the fullbacks and then knocks it down for Dybala, and Darlow's got no chance. It's a lovely finish. It's a lovely goal. And Aston Villa showing they mean business as Abraham knocked this one down. It falls to Dybala. Lovely volley. onto his favoured left foot as well, and it's a wonderful, wonderful goal. Aston Villa 1, Newcastle 0. A somewhat dangerous free kick now for Newcastle. It's Joe Shelvey over it. Lucien Bennett fouled Kennedy to give it away. Ball in towards the back post. Tuanzebe gets his head to it to get it away. Weir tries to beat Yedlin there, but Yedlin's got the pace, the American, but in the process has won a free kick. Timothy was obviously just a little bit late to that ball. Yeah, just clipped him as Yedlin nicked the ball away off his feet, and it's going to be Kennedy standing over this one. Kennedy hits it, and Jan Sommer just about keeps it out. Now, something this Villa team have been doing very well in recent weeks is scoring goals, so they'll be hoping to keep that up against Newcastle. I think if Aston Villa can get another one and force Newcastle out of their shell, that would be good. We need to force Newcastle to come and attack the villains, as Lucien Bennett has a bit of space here. Sees Dybala in the middle, nearly plays it into him, and they've won another corner. Let's see if they can do something similar. So, I'll tell you what, let's just... Jack Grealish is going to offer a little short option here. He's going to... Oh, he's just let it run across his body. And I was hoping that it would automatically change player to the guy on the edge of the area. It didn't, so it's still 1-0 Villa. Goretzka picks the knockdown from Dybala up. He's coming forward. Not too many options again. Newcastle just keeping so many men back. It's quite hard for Villa to play through them. I think it sums up the game that the only goal has come from a set piece, and there hasn't been too much else to shout about in the game. As Lejeune is put under pressure by Weir into Shelvey. And Newcastle passing it around well, but they're just not putting men forward. Although they have just got round Tierney here, and Tuanzebe's got to come and cover Murphy, and he does that very well indeed. And Tuanzebe's been an absolute gem in this save. Lucien Bennett with a bit of space on the right hand side. What can Aston Villa do here? Goes in field to Goretzka. Tries to feed it to Grealish and just doesn't quite work. And now Murphy has a chance to launch a counter, but slows it right down. And Mutu, oh my word, the defence has been rubbish, and Mutu, he gave it to Shelvey at the wrong time. Should have played it a lot earlier, and that could have been Newcastle's chance. But Grealish finds himself in a bit of space, up to Dybala, back to Grealish. Grealish coming forward with it. Again, he's given space, he's just taken one touch too many, and it's a good tackle to stop that attack in its place as Lucien Bennett turns into Goretzka. Llorente up to Dybala. Dybala looks to flick it away from Fernandes, but it's a great tackle, but they just can't get out, Newcastle United. They're not offering anything really to try and clear their lines or get it up to a big man in Mutu. It's just not working for them. Lucien Bennett into Dybala. Looks to flick it up over Fernandes, but he reads it perfectly well, the Argentinian, and gives Newcastle a possible attempt to come forward. Tuanzebe fouls Mutu, the referee plays advantage. Tuanzebe's been pulled out of position, but Goretzka's there to cover, and Llorente wins the ball back for Aston Villa. Now, Newcastle have actually thrown people forward here. Dybala sees the run of Grealish. It's Jack Grealish in on goal. Can he dink it over Darlow? Oh, just a bit too much on it, but that is what happens with the counter-attack. We are good at counter-attacking teams, and we just need Newcastle to come out of their defensive shell a little bit more. And if it was on the other side of the goal, I reckon that would have been in. If Jack Grealish didn't have to use the outside of his boot, I reckon it would be 2-0. But it's 5 minutes to go in the first half, and it's been very, very positive for Aston Villa. Goretzka up to Dybala, round the corner into Abraham. Abraham has got Grealish outside of him, just couldn't feed the ball into him properly, and Murphy now comes forward into Motu. I mean, look at Shelvey. He's not even attempting to run beyond the defence and give him an option. But it goes out to Yedlin. Yedlin put under pressure by Tierney. Looks to spin in behind. And Llorente intercepts that pass, and Aston Villa can restart. And they're actually not going to go a bit longer this time, a bit more direct. Up to Weir, mixing the play up. Grealish into Abraham, round to Dybala. It's just red, but he's nicked the ball. It's Dybala, looks to dink it over. Oh, I've got to stop going for the little dinks. It should be 2-0, it really should, as Dybala pounced on Fernandes' little lapse in concentration here and just took it away from him. Got in on goal and then went for the little chip. Hits the back netting though, and it's still 1-0. And it is 1-0 Aston Villa at half-time. Dybala's goal in 11 minutes, a very well taken volley from a knockdown. Tammy Abraham knocked it down from a corner. It's 1-0 at half-time. No changes for Aston Villa. Are there any changes for Newcastle? Yes, Mutu is replaced by Ayoze Perez. So a new guy up front for the Villa defence to worry about. Doesn't really change how Newcastle will probably play though, because he's not a big man that they can aim for. And Aston Villa have actually intercepted that very well and can now try and launch a counter-attack, which we know they love to do, as Goretzka picks up the ball. He's got Lucien Bennett outside him and uses him. Lucien Bennett out to Weir. Weir back to Bennett. Up it goes to Goretzka. Infield to Grealish. To Dybala. Looks again to do the flicking behind, but doesn't quite come off. Llorente into Grealish. Grealish into Weir. Looking for Dybala. Shelvey reads it. Goes back to the goalkeeper, and it's hoof long. And at least Ayoze Perez has actually kept the move flowing for Newcastle. Goretzka given lots of space to run into. He's used good footwork to get through here. It's Goretzka. Oh, he tried a Ronaldo chop, but did it into Fernandez's path. But again, this is what I mean. Newcastle just can't do anything with the ball once they get it. Although that's I was going to say a poor pass, but it did make it. Llorente up to Grealish. Grealish looked to go into Dybala. Shelvey was well placed to intercept it, but gives the ball away. And it comes to Dybala. He's got a good runner outside of him. Tierney looks to flick that in towards Abraham, who gets up with a good header. And that's a decent save from Darlow, and it's another corner to Aston Villa. And Newcastle are they're dreadful. I don't know what else I could really say. They're not. There's no impudence to attack. They're not brilliant at the back. They've just got a good shape. I mean, well, it's classic Rafa Benitez, really. As Tierney might ask for this one short. Let's see what we can do here. There's Goretzka on the edge of the box, and they try to find him. He's just going to try and flick this back into the danger area. It wasn't the best well-worked corner, but Perez has the ball. Holds it up. Looks to go up to Murphy from Shelvey. Llorente reads it, and that's what I mean. Newcastle are absolutely terrible. Murphy round the corner. There's actually Abraham, sorry, round the corner to Dybala. Didn't get there. Manquillo has it, and Newcastle hold on 1-0. Dybala into Abraham. Abraham holds this up. Oh, he saw Dybala going for the return pass, but just couldn't feed it through. And Newcastle come again. This time they've actually got the ball over the halfway line and put Perez in behind, but he didn't have the most sensible of runs. He sort of brought his run back, and the referee plays an advantage. The ball goes through to Yedlin. Yedlin into Shelvey, but that's a great bit of defending from Retsos. It's good to have him back in the Villa back line, and he should make a difference. And that was an ambitious pass, to say the least, from Llorente, looking for Timothy Weir, but he shields the defence really well, and up it goes, up to Abraham. Abraham to Dybala. Dybala looks to feed in Grealish. It's just, again, so many defensive men back, and Newcastle really have nothing going forward, and it's just coming straight back at them every single time, as Dybala will look to possibly accelerate away here. Great turn from Dybala. He's into the box, gets a shot off. Oh, that would have been fantastic. Would have been fantastic. Look at this skill here from Dybala. I've been trying to put more skill into the game as Dybala faced up Fernandez, absolutely did him, and rockets a shot just past the post. Oh, beautiful. Lucien Monet flicks it out to Llorente. This has come off the training ground. Llorente hits it. Rashford keeps it alive. Dybala with a fancy flick. Oh, I don't think it was quite going in, but the defender cleared it anyway. Abraham clears it away. Tierney will bring this down. Puts it infield to Goretzka. Round to Grealish. Grealish looks again to create some space. Is he fouled? No, the ref doesn't even play advantage, so no free kick there. And Iosi Perez turns, but he's so isolated. Tuanzebe can afford to give away a free kick. There's no danger there. It's totally fine. Grealish to Dybala. Looked to go back to Grealish, but it was a poor pass. But Tierney picks it up into Grealish again. That's another poor pass. I think Grealish's stamina might be absolutely kaput, as Iosi Perez could have won a free kick there. Referee played advantage, and Gundogan gets back well to intercept. And then plays the ball out to Tierney on the left-hand side. And with a couple of minutes to go, there's really no urgency, but Newcastle are sitting so deep, we'll put it into Dybala's feet. Dybala looks to turn away, gets it back from Grealish, shoots, good save Darlow again, and Rashford can't jump on the rebound. And yeah, Grealish has had a good game, his stamina is absolutely knackered though, so Kai Havertz comes on for just basically injury time in this half, in this game. 2 minutes of that said injury time, and here is Havertz on the ends, lays it off to Tierney, plays this into Gundogan, he'll fancy a go, it's charged down though, and Ritchie should just get this away. It does. Lays it up to Perez. Looks to turn away from Llorente. Llorente matches his dribbling ability though with marking, and Yedlin lays it forward. Havertz reads that, and there is the full-time whistle. 1-0. Dybala's well taken half volley gives Villa the win. And next up for them is Everton. So as we get into the next game, it's Everton. We're at Goodison Park. Aston Villa away at Everton. Sigurdsson there, Dybala there as well. A slight change for Dybala, dropping back into attacking midfield, but we'll cover all of that when the lineups are announced. So this is how Everton line up for the game. Pickford in goal, Brunet, Revos, Realta, Serrano at the back, Schneider and Gomez in the middle, Bernard, Sigurdsson, Richarlison and Lookman up front. Now, Pickford's an interesting one. There were rumours that Villa had made a transfer bid for him in the window, and he got turned down. But this is how Villa line up. Sommer, Lichtsteiner comes in to replace Lucien Monet, Smalling, Tuanzebe and Tierney, Llorente, Goretzka and Dybala make the middle three. Weir, Abraham and Lacazette in a pacey front three for Aston Villa to try and get in and amongst the Everton defenders. So let's get back to the kickoff. And it's Lookman that gets us underway for Everton, playing in blue, going from left to right, and Aston Villa defending in their claret colour from right to left. And we'll be back for any meaningful highlights in this game. Lacazette has it on the left-hand side, waits for Tierney's overlapping run and gets it. Tierney beats his man, puts a good cross in. Weir's there! Oh, with the acrobatic just past the post. And Aston Villa have started this game like a freight train. An unbelievable start. Lacazette here, waited for Tierney to give the overlap. Great touch to go round his defender. Ball in, and Timothy Weir with the acrobatic effort just past the post. Dybala out to Tierney. Aston Villa seeming to get a bit of joy on this left-hand side as Lacazette, again, they've gone for a similar manoeuvre. Tierney thinks it's this time looking for Abraham. Pickford went missing. And it's a corner kick. Did he get a touch on it to put that over? We won't know. Dybala is over this corner, looking to fizz it in. Hard and low. Abraham's there with a good header, but over the bar. Just over the bar. Abraham unlucky. Dybala with a great delivery in from the corner, but Abraham always underneath it. Not really testing Pickford. Still 0-0. 7 minutes gone. Dybala dinks away from Bernard. Can't get past Andre Gomez though, and he looks to spring Lookman into a counter-attack. But Everton, similar to Newcastle, playing slightly defensive in this game, and they're the home team, so the fans won't be happy about that. As Richarlison looks to dink in Lookman, that should be Sommers. He comes out and gains it well, and notices that Weir's in quite a bit of space, so flicks it up to Weir with an early pass. A great kick out from the goalkeeper. Dybala lays it back to Tierney. Aston Villa hold on to the ball, but here comes Tierney on the left-hand side into Dybala. Dybala turns out to Goretzka. Goretzka, can he just shift Andre Gomez? He can't, so lays it out to Lichtsteiner. Back into Goretzka. He's got Llorente there, but took too long over the pass, and now Everton will look to launch their own counter-attack again, and they're not throwing men forward. I mean, Aston Villa do pose a threat. A lot of teams know that on the counter, but this will be disappointing the Blue Noses of Merseyside, and I don't know if I should say Blue Noses. Is that an offensive term for an Everton fan? I don't know. I should just say the Blues of Merseyside. But here they come again with Brenet. He's got Bernard running up the line. Tierney does well to intercept, and it goes out for an Everton throw. Lichtsteiner with a bit of space on the right-hand side. Sees Abraham calling for it in the middle. It's a great defensive header, though. But the ball is only cleared as far as Goretzka, who's found Dybala. Looks to give this into Tierney. Back to Dybala. Dybala into Goretzka, and he's fouled. And Lucien Bernat isn't in the team. So this will be Dybala sort of territory. And this is Dybala's claim to sort of make himself the free kick taker for the team. Has he got enough on that to get it over the wall? He has, but it's hit a little bit too straight. And it just goes past the post. Hopefully that's a sighter and he'll get another opportunity later on in the game. Pickford was struggling to get there. But at the moment, Lucien Bernat, when he's on the pitch, he'll be staying as the free kick taker. We're seeing Dybala get a lot of the ball in the middle of the park. Aston Villa's tactic obviously seems to appear to go through him and use him as a playmaker. That goes in towards Abraham, but it's actually Richarlison that got back and defended well. Tuanzebe beats Lookman in the air really easily. That's going to be something that Everton are going to have to look to change, because so far every ball that's gone forward as Llorente overruns it has been won by Tuanzebe ahead of Lookman. And Everton, yeah, it's been a very similar game to the Newcastle game, with Everton really not threatening too many men forward as Richarlison comes forward now into Lookman. Back to Richarlison, plays it back into Lookman. This is their first real attempt, and at the end of it all, it's quite easy for Jan Sommer to deal with. Lacazette into Dybala. Dybala gets away from his man really well. Lots of time and space to try and pick out a pass, and he didn't. Oh, Abraham was an absolute acres as well on the 6-yard box, and Dybala just couldn't pick him out. But Goretzka keeps it alive into Dybala. Dybala looks to turn. Looks to try and shimmy away if he can. And he can't. He's been marshalled very well by Andre Gomez. And Richarlison's there. He's got Lookman ahead of him, but that's about it. And Villa get back into their shape, and Everton miss the chance to counter-attack. Tierney on the left-hand side looking for a ball in towards where it's defended well again, and just no one can get on the second ball for Villa on those little bouncing balls on the edge of the box. It's very annoying, but Sigurdsson's overrun that and dropped it off to Llorente. Llorente comes forward. He's got a lot of space. Looks to curl one round Pickford. It takes a deflection, and then Serrano gets it away. Everton are holding on, but Aston Villa really aren't helping themselves too much. Lichtsteiner takes the throw in quickly to Llorente. Up to Dybala. Dybala looks to curl one over Pickford, but he plucks it out of the air. And now it's just being forced a little bit by Villa as Everton hold on. Bernard on the right-hand side for Everton in a very rare foray forward in towards Richarlison, who's robbed it off Smalling, and Everton have got the lead. And it is thoroughly undeserved as Lookman and Richarlison bring out a celebration into the camera. It's just awful defending. Everton don't deserve it. 1-0 Everton though, 1-0 to the home team. And Aston Villa have now got to, well, keep doing what they were doing, but take their chances better as Lichtsteiner again, given a lot of space to run into. Looks to drop it off to Lacazette. And it goes to Abraham. He gets a shot off past the post, but the referee is going to bring it back for a free kick. So Dybala will get another attempt. It's a very late tackle on Lacazette. And Dybala will get another go. Can he just put it into that top corner over over the midget, so to speak. Dybala hits it. It's too hard. It's too hard. I shouldn't have done extra power on it. Oh, Lookman's broken through the offside trap from Aston Villa. He shoots. Great save, Jan Sommer. Fantastic save from the Swiss international goalkeeper Jan Sommer as he turned here. Look at this. His simple ball through from Sigurdsson. Lookman had the pace to get past, but corner to Everton, and I don't know, Aston Villa really aren't helping themselves in this situation. Sigurdsson, corner in. He's got a great delivery on him. Schneiderlin's there, and Jan Sommer gets a punch on it to clear it away at the second attempt. Bernardo's had a touch, and Sommer is there again. Tierney is then, well, he's tackled, and it goes out for a goal kick. But Everton are suddenly come alive now, as this come on. Sommer probably could have caught that, but Bernard, great touch to go round Smalling. Good save from Sommer, and then it ended in a goal kick. But as we approach half-time, Aston Villa have pretty much dominated the game, but don't have anything to take away from it at the moment. Smalling into Llorente. We'll just stay with this until half-time. Dybala into Goretzka. Someone dove in. Not too sure it was a terrible tackle. Goretzka feeds it out wide to Tierney. Tierney can't get there, and the Christmas period in pairs is also having an effect on stamina and what players can and can't do as Everton play it up the line. This is now, will surely be half-time because the minute is up. And there we go. Half-time. Lookman's goal on the 40th minute has made a difference. But look at that. More shots, more possession, more passes. It's just... it's got to change going into the second half. Well, it's not even got to change. You've just got to put some chances away. Goretzka with the ball in the middle of the park, and we'll be back as soon as Aston Villa have a goal-scoring opportunity. And it actually could be from kickoff, because Abraham here is on the edge of the box. Is he fouled? No, he's not. Referee says play on. Schneiderlin dallies on the ball a little bit. And now Bernard has the chance to come forward. He plays it straight into Llorente, but it does make its way to Lookman, who turns. Lookman now has a runner in front of him in Sigurdsson, but Chris Smalling should be able to cover that, and does. And it's easy for the Aston Villa defence once again. So Gundogan on to replace Abraham. Pablo Dybala moves forward up into the front three, and Gundogan comes to sit in the centre of midfield alongside Goretzka. So it does change Aston Villa's, the way they're going to play ever so slightly. Now they'll use Dybala's quick turning and dribbling skills as a front three man, and Gundogan will come on to be hopefully one that can release the passes as and needs be. As here he is on the ball with the pass from Llorente. Up it goes to Lacazette into Dybala. Dybala holds up, gives it back to Gundogan. Lacazette is there, holds up, knocks it outfield to Tierney. Tierney's got a bit of space, looks to dink this one across in towards Weir. It's bouncing around and Pickford lands on it. Claims it really well, the Everton goalkeeper. Second sub of the day for Aston Villa is Dybala off and Rashford on. A bit more pace. Dybala getting a bit tired. Sigurdsson with a pretty dangerous free kick looks to put it in. Gundogan with a good header. Rashford is there. Looks to go long and early. Not the best involvement as a substitute. Not the best thing to do when you first come on, as Hervo lays it up the line into Bernard. Bernard now turns. Tierney trying to stand him up. Sigurdsson can't... oh, he does get there actually. Gundogan loses the ball. But Annette puts it in towards Lookman, who looks to turn. Gets a shot off. Jan Sommer with a good save. And Jan Sommer doesn't hang around. He gets this going early. Goretzka into Gundogan. Up it goes to Rashford. There's a good run from Weir. Has he got the pace? He has. But he looks to turn away. Weir keeps this alive, and he's got Goretzka giving him a good option. Goretzka cuts it back. Gundogan with a shot. Fierce shot. And how has Pickford saved that? He dropped to his knees, stuck up a strong hand, and kept out an absolutely thunderous shot from Gundogan. It's great play from Weir. Lays it back. Goretzka picks out Gundogan. Rifles it in, and Pickford, it's a fantastic save. Rashford has it. Tuanzebe's coming to offer a short option. He hasn't been picked up. Tuanzebe cuts it back. Lichtsteiner has a go. It's a poor effort. And now, Lookman is now left one-on-one, and he's actually turned Smalling, and it's a foot race between Llorente and Bernard, and luckily Llorente has enough to get there. Goretzka leaves it up to Lichtsteiner. He'll leave this one up to Gundogan. Gundogan looks to put it in field, but that's a poor pass. It really is. And Sigurdsson turns, comes forward, gets around the slide tackle. Lookman plays a 1-2 with Bernard, out to Sigurdsson again, and that's leaving Sigurdsson a bit of space to run into, but he's not going to have the pace to get there, the Icelandic midfielder. And Tuanzebe picks it up into Tierney. 15 minutes to go. Have Aston Villa got it in them to get an equaliser here? Llorente up to Gundogan. Gundogan lays it in towards Rashford, into Weir. Weir again waiting for that run, and he's got it again from Goretzka. Can Goretzka pick out a pass? He looks to give it into Rashford, and the defender got a lucky touch to it. And Llorente will look to keep it alive. Into Goretzka again. Goretzka is tackled, but keeps it going. Gundogan up to Rashford, who just didn't move towards the ball, and it's hoofed away. And Everton, I don't know how they're holding on to a clean sheet at the moment. So Dani Ceballos comes on to replace Goretzka. Ceballos was part of a deadline day manoeuvre from Empoli to try and reinforce their midfield, but Aston Villa didn't sell him as they didn't meet his release fee. And it comes into Rashford. Out it goes to Weir. Weir is just forced off the ball far too easily, but this is it for Everton now. It's just get the ball and clear it. There is no charm to their play at the moment. Lichtsteiner throws it in. Llorente looks to go upfield to Weir. Weir just stops and has a bit of time to control the ball. Surveys his options, lays it back to Lichtsteiner. It's all getting very last minute for Aston Villa. Ceballos into Weir. Weir tried to play it into Rashford's feet, and that isn't a manoeuvre that's working at the moment. Smalling keeps it alive out to Tuanzebe. We may as well just stay with the game, and I may as well commentate the whole thing from now on. Sorry if that extends the episode time length into something you don't want to watch. Lacazette into Gundogan. Gundogan just can't clearly put it into the box. Tierney. Lacazette. Lacazette sticks it in. It's a great ball. Where is it going to fall for him? No, it's not. Llorente keeps it alive. Oh, Sigurdsson just puts his foot through it, and Tuanzebe will bring this down. Lovely touch from the centre-back, Tuanzebe. Comes forward. Pretty relaxed pace, to be honest. Looks out towards Gundogan, who just gives it out to Tierney with a bit of space here for Tierney. He's going to whip it into the box, and Weir just isn't going to get the height on that. He's not going to get the height above the centre-backs. Richarlison again puts his foot through it. Lichtsteiner will try and keep this alive. He does keep it in play, just about. And then the right-back will surge forward, trying to push his team into an attacking position. Weir into Rashford. Back to Weir. No, he just couldn't feed it through, and it's all too intricate. And it goes up towards Lookman, who somehow beats Smalling in the air and keeps it alive to Balassi, the sub that's come on the left wing. He shugs off Gundogan as we head into 1 minute of added time. Balassi tries to bring out some skill, but Aston Villa aren't having any of it. Llorente up to Ceballos. Up it goes to Rashford. Rashford out to Lacazette, who's got an overlapping run from Gundogan. Gundogan gets to the byline, swings in across, looking for Ceballos, and it's just been cross after cross. It's been so defended well. And I don't know how Aston Villa have lost that game. It was a little bit empty in terms of creativity. 11 shots, 6 on target, more possession, more passes, same amount of corners. Our goalkeeper was actually forced into more saves, so maybe that was the issue, but let's see what that's done to the league table, because Aston Villa were starting to get themselves up into the Champions League spaces. They still do hold on to 4th position, 1 point ahead of Arsenal, 7 points behind Spurs. It looks like that Europa League football is probably going to be confirmed, I imagine. But yeah, we'll have to see how Aston Villa can feature and see if they can hold on to this position as Dybala's decrease, Weir increases. But yeah, now it's international break, so that's a great time to end the episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll be back towards the end of the season to see how it goes. And I already have a plan for what will be coming in Provo when this series finishes. This series finishes with Aston Villa winning the Champions League. The next season will be a Pro season, but it's going to have a bit of a retro feel to it. I can't really say more than that. It won't be... Well, it will be a sort of legend of football, but it won't be like a legendary player. It will be a legend of football for different reasons. But we are going to end this episode here. We may as well have a very quick look at the schedule just to see who we've got coming up and how long we've got to see. We've got quite a few games left of the season. We'll probably come back around... I don't know, so that's towards the end of the season, isn't it? Maybe somewhere around here, Wolves and Watford, and we'll see what sort of position we're in. But thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure, but for now, I'm out. Have a good Christmas. There might be another video coming out before I get back from the new year. Please keep leaving comments, everything like that. I'll still respond while I'm back in the UK, but for now, yeah, I'm out. Merry Christmas.